IELTS Life Skills A1 Spouse Visa Test.
Hello everyone, this is Angelina. I'm an IELTS coach and a language trainer, and I welcome you back to the series of lessons for the preparation of IELTS A1 Life Skills Speaking and Listening Test. Today I'm here with 4 new questions that the examiner is asking in the Phase 1A. In this phase, the examiner asks you a total of 8 to 9 questions. So let's talk about the important questions being asked in 2023, the month of January. Right, let's get started. Number 1. The examiner is asking, why do you think English is a difficult language to learn? Isn't this a new question for you? Why is English a difficult language to learn? Can you tell? This is the question that we will be answering today. Another question, do you know people living on your street? It's a very common question being asked by the examiner in Phase 1A. Do you know people living on your street? Number 3. The question is, how do you get information? How do you get information? We will definitely answer this question in this video. And question number 4. What kinds of books do you like to read? Funny question, right? What kinds of books do you like to read? Or the examiner may ask you, what kinds of films do you like to watch? These questions are very common in 2023 in the month of January. These topics and these questions are reported by many candidates around the world. Let's get into answering these questions. Are you ready? Why do you think English is a difficult language to learn? English is a difficult language to learn because of grammar, spelling, and also pronunciation. It is very difficult for me to understand English because it's not my first language. My native language is Urdu, Hindi, Chinese, Japanese, or even Arabic, right? Whatever your first language is. English is a difficult language for me because it is not my mother tongue and it is not my first language. It is difficult for me to read and write English, but I can listen and speak a little bit. Question number 2. How do you get information? I get information through internet, or I get information by internet. I use my mobile to get information. I get information from television. I also get information from my family, like my mother. I get information about different recipes from my mother. I get information from my friends, and also I get information from books, right? 3. Question number 3. Do you know people living on your street? Yes, I know people living on my street. People living on your street are actually your neighbors. For example, if this is your house, you have one house here, one house in here, one house in here. So there are lots of houses on the same street. So the question is, do you know people living on your street? You can say, yes, I know people living on my street. I know Ali, he is my neighbor. I know Aisha, she's my neighbor. We spend a lot of good time together. I walk in my street. My children play in the street with other children sometimes. And I know many people living on my street. It is a lot of fun to spend time with them. Question number 4. What kinds of books do you like to read? I like to read storybooks, English storybooks. I like to read novels, or you can say I like to read cookery books. You know, books related to cooking recipes. I also like to read books about lifestyle, fashion, exercise, and yoga. So you can talk about these things that I like to read books about. English, Like I like to read storybooks. I like to read novels. If you like to read novels, if you don't like to read novels, it's completely fine. You can say I like to read books about health and fitness. I like to read books about lifestyle. I like to read books about cooking recipes, right? Well, I hope you learned something. Don't forget to follow and subscribe for more. There are many other topics which are new, like favorite animal and online shopping. And I don't think I have prepared those topics for you guys. I'll try my best to bring those topics to you as soon as possible because these questions are really popular these days.